Okay. So I would request everyone to put themselves on mute first. Okay. So can you guys do that? That would be really helpful. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So can any one of you just tell me like what all have you covered so far? In the last 1 or 2 classes. Guys, API. Okay. What specifically in API? Yes. Any specifics? You did something interesting. Twitter APIs. Okay. So what exactly did you guys cover in Twitter API? Did you guys cover how to take the consumer key and all? Generating access tokens. Okay. Okay, fine. So anyways, today let's start doing something about, you know, okay, another thing, which library did you guys use? I heard you guys used Python Twitter library, I guess. Yeah, okay, fine. So we are not going to use that library. Okay, we are going to use a library which is much better than that library. Okay. Has any one of you heard about TweePy? TweePy? No? Okay. Oh, okay, not an issue. So let me just share my screen. Okay. So just give me 1 second first. Okay, no problems. Good. So I hope you guys can see my screen. Fine. And I am going to code on the fly, guys. So I'm going to use Google Colab. So those of you who know Google Colab, well and good. If you guys don't know Google Colab is something which is there on your Google Drive. Okay. From where you can actually code your Python file. Okay. And execute it on the drive and save it on the drive. Okay. So if you just see, these are all the files that I have out here. Just for an example, if I go here, I'm using this guys so that it is simple for me and I can actually download everything on the fly. Okay, that is one of the main reason why I've downloaded this. That is the main reason why I'm using this. I don't need to download or anything on this. Okay, so that's that. And I can actually compute using a GPU system or a CPU system. So how many of you are actually familiar with this thing? Notebooks, IPython notebooks? Jupyter Notebook or any other IPython notebook for an instance? Jupyter Notebook, yeah. So this is actually like, similar to Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so those of you who don't know, fine. Okay, no problems. So guys, I'll tell you what this is actually, okay. This is basically IPython notebook. Okay. So what IPython notebook basically means is that, usually in PyCharm and all, you probably sit back and you just start coding something, right? You just write coding something and then probably you write something else, right? Probably like let's say x equal to 5 and you generate a script and then you run it. Okay. In IPython notebook, it is usually interactive Python, so it does a line by line thing. So I can write x equal to 5 out here, run it just to check if it's working fine. I can write y equal to 3 in the second line, and third line could be x plus y and it will give me the answer. Okay. Basically, it's interactive Python shell. Okay. That's what IPython notebook basically is. Okay. So I don't want to waste your time. So let me just first install TreePy. And then I'll just tell you what it does and what it is. Okay. So yeah, TreePy is installed. So guys, today, do you guys want to do something called sentiment analysis? Can we do sentiment analysis? I will teach you how to do sentiment analysis in what do you call it? In around 10 lines of code, and without using any other, without actually you coding the libraries, without you explicitly coding. Yeah, does that work fine for everyone? Or you guys want to do something else? However you want to do, we can do it. That's the point. Because I want to know what you did in the last class. That is more important for me. Okay, anyways. So guys, there are two libraries which are required to do sentiment analysis. One is TreePy and another one is text blob. Okay. So I install my text blob also. Yeah, done. Okay. Okay. So before I proceed any further, did you guys understand about the authentication in Twitter? How you are actually, getting those keys and access tokens, and how it is basically different. Why is it useful? Why should you actually hide it before submitting? You guys have any idea about it? Guys, anyone? Guys, anyone? Anyone want to give it a shot? Okay, fine. So yeah, you have generated them. That is fine. So I'll tell you what it is basically. Okay, just for just for the sake of simplicity. Okay, probably like we can just give me 1 second, guys, so I can apply on it. Okay, let me log. Yeah, fine. So you guys might know from here that you've got your search API, ads API, engagement API, direct API, counts API, the different types of API which are basically used. Okay. And one of the main part about this is that these APIs that you have out here, right? These API is very exclusive for you, and the reason why it is very exclusive for you is because of the fact that they basically charge you guys, on the basis of it. Okay, so that's one thing, right? So if you can go to pricing out here, you might basically find that there are free APIs, and you've got premium APIs and enterprise APIs, and there have been several instances, guys, where people have had to pay a lot of money to Twitter because they shared their API. Because once you share your API, every single thing it becomes accessible for other people to do. It is similar to how if you are using some web services, some cloud-based web services. Okay, what happens when you use a cloud-based web services? Okay, they can actually access your account on the basis of that. Similarly, if you come here, you've got all the operational system operations which are related to your Twitter account. Okay, uh, dev Twitter account. Okay, here is there's a drop of volume. Like in general, what were the problem with the Twitter APIs, and you can investigate here. But okay, the point is these things are only necessary when you are actually going into a production scale. Okay, because most of the time you won't be needing it, right? So any doubt so far, guys? No? Okay, fine. Perfect. So before going for that, let me just tell you like what sentiment analysis basically means, and then we can actually go ahead to apps.twitter.com, and we can start our process. Okay. So let me just record my previous API only. Previous API is also set for this. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, guys. So here are the token keys that you have. Okay. These token keys basically interact with your Twitter, right? And they give you access. So it's more like a password system, right? Just for an understanding level. Okay. The consumer key basically is for your application. Okay. This will go ahead and fetch the tweets for you. Okay. So this is how it actually takes place. Okay. These four keys that you see are super important, right? And these four keys are basically something that you'll be using. Okay. So let us go ahead and import our libraries. So the first library that I want to import is TreePy, which I downloaded, right? So TreePy is imported. Okay. And okay, so far so good. Now I will tell you what sentiment analysis is, so that there is an understanding key what it does. Okay. So how many of you actually know what sentiment analysis basically means? I mean, probably you guys would be knowing, few of the people. At least any basic idea of what it does. Any idea, guys? What sentiment analysis is? Yeah, what is it, Raj? Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Yeah, those who know can they just give a briefing what it does, what it is? Okay. No, it's not analyzing real-time data per se. Sentiment analysis. So, fine. Anybody wants to take it a shot? By the name, it's sentiment. Yeah, Vijaya is kind of right. Like good, bad. Yeah, correct. Good, bad. Yeah. Mm, not exactly, Raj. I mean, not very, accurately, we can't say that. So, I'll just tell you the use case of sentiment analysis and how it is used. Suppose, let's assume that you guys are working for Facebook, or okay, let's say that you guys are working for Amazon, right? Let's go to Amazon, right? So recently, you guys might have noticed कि Swaraj Bhaskar ke against there were a lot of tweets. Remember Swara Bhaskar, the actress from Veere the Wedding? Yeah. So what basically happened? Now for Amazon, what is important? They want sales, right? Yes or no? Sales are important for Amazon. Let's assume that Shubham and Raj and Simran, you guys are working for Amazon, right? And Amazon comes up to you and say that, okay, fine, can you just tell me what are all the sentiment of people in terms of, Swara Bhaskar? What are their feedbacks, right? So what is the best way? I mean, apart from Twitter, you don't have any other thing, where you can actually go ahead and see how the statements are, right? So once you know that the statements about Swara Bhaskar has not been good, okay, you can possibly go and you can recall those advertisements, right? Yes or no? And similarly, vice versa. If the sentiments are okay, if the sentiments are good, if there is no problem, yeah, then you can keep those Swara Bhaskar advertisements. Yeah. So this is one of the use case scenario that many companies use in order for their marketing and sales team. Okay. So without any further ado, let me just say how it basically happens. You've got a text. Okay. Let's say that I have a text. Okay. This is my text. Let's just take Raj for an example. Raj is an awesome person. Okay. Fine. In this particular example, Raj, you might notice that there is this positive word called awesome. Yeah, yes or no? मतलब अगर if I'm writing awesome, you obviously know that एक positive sense में बोला जा रहा है ना? Okay. Now let us just go to some other example here. Okay. Um, let's say that Mr. X is terrible and stupid. Okay. What could be, what could it be? What are all the negative words on this? Terrible is a negative word. Yeah. And stupid is also a negative word. Correct. So what will be the sentiment of this? Negative sentiment. Yeah. Yes or no, guys? Yeah. Yeah. But guys, the point with sentiment analysis is that even though it does basically solve the text problem in a much intuitive way, you basically come to know what kind of tweet it is and all. But at one particular point, sentiment analysis fails is that you are not able to detect sarcasm, right? Let's say that Rahul has put up some dog post, okay, some dog or cat, okay, where the dog is trying to run or whatever it is trying to do. And Rahul posts this, my dog is stupid, right? And something like, maybe a smiley emoticon or something, whatever it is, right? For the sake of simplicity, fine. You do know that stupid is basically a negative word. Yeah. So these are basically the points where your sentiment analysis fail. Okay. Yeah. Now there are different ways to search, browse it through, keep it in the database, access it, and do whatever it is. Okay, but I'm not going to go too deep on that. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to show you how to build the sentiment analysis. Okay. How to do the sentiment analysis. Okay. And what we can do with that. Okay. So first I imported TreePy. Let me also import Xplore. So I'll just follow this protocol because I'm very comfortable with this. Okay. Not Xplore. We installed Xplore, right? Give me 1 second, guys. No Shruti. Sorry, no Shubhi. No Shubhi. I don't. I actually work on Jupyter Notebook most of the times. So yeah, okay, fine, guys. Let me give you my introduction also because I think you guys should know. So my name is Shreyas. Okay, I work as a data scientist. Okay, and most of my work is in Python, right? So I work for a startup here in Chennai, and I'm also, tied up with CADView and Audacity. Okay, so yeah, so ML, machine learning, and data science is my core field, but I basically use Python wherever it's possible. Yeah, so that is my what do you call it? That is my background. Such. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm wrong with this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can. By the way, you guys can do it in PyCharm also. Okay. Make sure that you install these two libraries, TreePy and TextBlob, right? And it will work. Right? Okay. So guys, first things first, let us focus on authentication part, right? So you guys might be knowing this, that we'll just write the consumer key, and our consumer key is this. And the second thing that we want to use is consumer secret, which again you can find it here. Yep. So guys, one particular advantage with this thing that I'm using right now is Google Colab is that the computations are really fast. Okay. Because of you know the computations are really fast because of the GPU processing in Google Colab. So those of you who are aware of Google Colab, basically Google have launched one particular platform जहाँ पे they are offering you free GPU services so that you can run your complicated Python stuff. It is more for machine learning people because sometimes we need GPU and all. Okay, and it is completely free for us, right? So that's why we use it. There are a few advantages, guys. You can actually push it to GitHub. Yeah, you can copy as a GitHub guest, and you can download it as py and download it as pynb. Whatever you want to do, you can do using this, right? And apart from that, the bug and all, guys, if I'm writing anything and there's an error, right, I can directly go to Stack Overflow from that. You guys might have noticed when I imported that text block. If you want, I can show it to you guys again. I wrote this, right? I'm writing this. There's an error, 100%. I can just directly go ahead and check what is the problem. Okay. So in a way, it is superb, guys. In a way, Google has done a tremendous job out here. Yeah. So the first thing I want to do is just set up the consumer key. Consumer keys, let's say consumer keys, right? Okay. What is the second thing that we are going to extract from our Twitter app? Anybody? Access tokens? Yeah, access tokens. Right. So first is the normal access token, which I'm going to take, and that is again available out here. Sorry. And there you go. And after that, we have access token secret, right? Yeah, guys. It is basically this, right? Let me just copy that. And we have defined what is required. Right. Now, what we have to do is that we have our library TweePy. Yeah, we have our library TweePy. And if you could see, there are different sort of things which are available. There are different classes. There's an auth handler, there's a rate limit error. You can stream, you can listen to stream. Yeah, you can save your results, you can debug, you can direct message. So basically, you have a lot of things out here. Okay. So the first thing that I want to do is that I want to set my OAuth handler. Okay. So let me say that I have, let's say that OAuth is equal to tweepy dot OAuth handler. And in that OAuth handler, because it's an authentication handler, guys, okay, इसलिए इसमें consumer key and consumer secret जाएगा, okay, and consumer secret. Fine. Let's run this. Yeah, guys, it's working fine, right? Because it would throw an error if we are doing something else. Okay, let me just show you that also. Sorry, let me just show you that it has to throw an error if I'm doing something else. Let's say that I say my consumer secret key is 12213 and my consumer key is 134, and it still does. Okay, fine, but I don't think it will. I think it will fail the second one. It will stay fail our access token. Okay, we'll try both of it out. Okay. So first is let me try out my access tokens, guys. Auth dot, yeah, set underscore access token. Basically, we are going to set access token now. Okay. So what will go in our access token, guys? Yeah, should we? Why are we not using previous library? Is because see, first of all, I kind of don't know which library did Varun use. To be very honest. And second of all, should be in industry, we are using TweePy now because TweePy is very simple and it's widely used. Okay. And one more, there are a few more advantages with TweePy, and that is that you get all the data in JSON format, which you can save it and you can keep it, and you can do further analysis. You can do an exploratory analysis using TweePy, right? TweePy has been there for the past so many years. Okay, it's been there for the past 3-4 years. Okay, and it has a good integration with the NLTK library. Okay, and that is one of the reason why it works. And even with text blob, it works completely fine. Okay, so for that reason, we are basically using TweePy on this. Yeah, you get JSON in Twitter too. Yeah, you get, right. But the point is that we are looking for, see, Okay, so let me just put it this way, Ujjain and Shubhi. Okay, you guys are going to a market, right? And where you're going to the market, there are different vegetables, right? There's an onion. Okay, let's suppose that Shubhi and Ujjain are the owners of a restaurant. Again, again, is it Yugen? Okay, sorry. So fine. So Shubhi and Yugen are going to the market, right? And you guys are running a restaurant. Okay. So in your restaurant, people use some spring onion. Okay. And you are going to the market and you see there are different sort of onion. There's a normal onion. There is a spring onion, right? And which one would you prefer? See, in terms of industry, guys, Tweepai is used massively, massively, like literally massively. So I think if you guys could understand Tweepai, since it's simple, you guys can actually focus on stuff on what to do with the Twitter feeds that is coming to you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously you can use Twitter also. Let's just go to like, you can actually write Twitter library. You will have all these things there, right? Uh, you'll have all these things out there. There are so many Twitter libraries. There's Tweepai out here. Okay. You've got Python Twitter out here, which is a wrapper around the Twitter API. Okay, there's another called yeah. So there's another one, which is called PyPy, PyPI. ठीक है. Sorry, PyPI is a website. उसके अंदर Twitter तुम्हारा है इसमें. There's Python Twitter. There's TweetPy. So as you could see that यहाँ पे तुम्हारे पास बहुत सारे libraries हैं, which are actually doing the same thing, right? Yes or no? Yeah. So what is the important point out here? The important point is how do you set these access tokens and what you do with that, right? Tomorrow, once you're going to what do you call it? Once you're going into the industry, nobody is going to give a damn about how you built it or what you built. Okay, that's the whole point. I'll just show you. This is TweePy. Okay, you have Python Twitter also. Okay, TweePy mein there's a stream and everything for you. Okay, so I think the last library was Twitter, right? I think it was this one, the minimalist Twitter API. Yeah. So if you see, it's a minimalist API. You have, you know, you go to your timeline, user timeline, and all. So it is similar to that. That's what I'm trying to say. I'll just show you guys what it is. Again, same OAuth. Okay. So what is the difference between this OAuth and what we have out here? OAuth handler. Because your second thing is you're setting the access token. Okay, that's one difference, right? So these are like again you're searching. It takes token and secret token, yeah, together, right? Again, so the basic logic is the same. Okay, so you can actually say TweePy as a deeper library and this as a minimalist library because that's what they are also saying. Okay, so you can actually go ahead and use whichever one you're comfortable with, right? But the main point is that you get the tweets, right? Because you need the tweets, obviously. So I'll just show you on this, guys. You can actually, send in your doubts to me. I think I'm probably added to your group, so a group also now, right? So if you have any doubts, whether it is TweePy or Twitter library or anything, I can sort it out for you guys. I don't think that will be a problem. Okay. But if you guys find this to be easy, just with an open mind, try to understand what I'm doing. And if you find this easy, then you can go ahead with this. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Purpose of line 14 is that you are going to set you are going to authenticate your consumer key. No, so yeah, that is where I was actually telling you that there is a difference. Here we need to pass two parameters for OAuth handler. for an authentication as a whole, you need two of the consumers, that is key and a secret, and you need an access token. Correct? Yes or no? Yeah. In the Twitter library, it was twitter.oauth, and you put all the four into perspective and it works. TweePy basically segregates them. It basically takes for the application separately and for the user separately. That is what is happening here. If you see here, this is for the application. OAuth handler is for the application. Okay? And your access token is basically on your own account's behalf. Yeah. So the main reason for this, guys, is basically when you are actually going for development, you might find that there'll be this one application which would be accessed by different user, different person in the country, sorry, in the company, right? So keeping all those things in mind, they have all these things, access token and all. Okay, so you guys don't need to worry about it. Mostly I'll just show you what is happening here. So this is your access token and access token secret. Okay. And I run it, and guys, it's set. Okay. Okay. So now what we are going to do is that now we are just going to come, we are going to connect this to our, what do you call it? The Twitter. Okay. And this API is in capital if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Okay. Guys, your API is set. Mane, communication is on. Okay. So guys, what should be the topic that we should pick out today? Any particular topic that you guys want to search tweets for? Any topic, guys? Crime. Okay. No, let's take any trivial topic, Shubham. How many of you are football fans? Anybody who's a football fan here? IPL? Okay. That also works fine. So let's go through this. Okay, because what we can do is API dot search. Let's put CSK because I think that's CSK ka match hai, right? There's a problem here. What is the problem? Code 32 could not authenticate you. Fine. So there's something wrong with the key. Yeah, here's where it's wrong. Okay. Now this should work. Okay. What do we have in public tweet? Okay, so Dhoni scored 39 in 24 balls. Looks like that. Okay. And whenever useless Jadeja comes before Bravo, CSK loses. Okay. Chennai were only able to make 178. Yeah. CSK, okay. Fine. So guys, can you see these tweets? Yeah. Let me just do it more simple for you. Say that. Let's say. Okay. So let's analyze the sentiment first. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and try to do what we want. So this is very simple, guys. This is under a dictionary, right? Yeah. Public underscore tweets is basically in a dictionary. Let's see that. If you write type of public underscore tweets, yeah, you'd probably notice that it's a tweet by search model. Okay. Sounds good to me. Right. But this is basically a dictionary. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So let me run a for loop on it. So it's very simple, guys. Just take a look at this. Tweet in public underscore tweets. Yeah, basically saving each and every one of it, right? I am going to print the text because I need that. I am least bothered about anything else. Right. Now, I want to analyze and see whether it is a positive sentiment or a negative sentiment. Okay. So text blob, and I pass this tweet dot text. ये tweet dot text जो है, that's your text thing. Correct? Text blob में already we have it in our thing. What are the positive words? What are the negative words? Yeah. Text blob is a library, Raj. Yeah. Basically, like uh, it's a library which is used for. No, we are not storing it anywhere. We are not storing it again. Yeah. So let me just print it out, guys, because let's just go and just see what the sentiments are, and then we can probably go ahead and discuss what has happened. For the sake of simplicity, let me add a line. Let's run this. Okay. Yep. So a decent batting order by Tala Dhoni, 39 and 24. So this is the first tweet that we have. There is sentiment, which is in polarity and subjectivity. Subjectivity is like, is it nonsense or is it not? Okay. Polarity is basically positive sentiments or a negative sentiment or a neutral sentiment, right? So like one person has written, I will never support KKR in my life. CSK should win it. Come on, CSK. So it's kind of a positive sentiment. Kind of makes sense. There's subjectivity on it. Okay. And if you notice this thing, a decent batting order by Thala Amazoni, right? So polarity is kind of less because actually, like, the word is decent. Basically, in a kind of a way, it's neutral, right? And it is subjective because it makes sense, right? Yes or no, guys? Yeah. Did you find this interesting, or was it really boring for you guys? Yeah. You can do different things here. You can just detect language out of it. There are different ways to do things out here. So here it's like text-based detect language of this thing. So basically it's not able to. Okay, I think we have to the function out here. Yeah. So yeah, these words are already yeah, Vijay, these words are already saved in a dictionary. Yeah. So Vijay, if you could see here, like we've got this as English. EN is English, okay, and this particular status was in Tamil, so we have it in Tamil. You can obviously add more. You can obviously add more. There's no what do you call it, restriction on that. There is something called rate limiter, and you can actually add more tweets on it. So as far as what Tweepa is concerned, you can use that. It's just going to show you, more importantly, the basic thing. That's the point. It even has stream, Vijay. You can actually stream your tweets, from Twitter to this thing, and you can actually run a sentiment analysis on the live Twitter tweets. Yeah. So let's see what else we can do, guys. Okay. First, okay. You understood this part? We are detecting language out here. So this is Tamil and this is English and whatnot. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Okay. Let's see what else we can do. We can also possibly find sentence. We can assess sentence. We can even print those which start with this thing, which end with this thing, which consists of this string. Okay, we can take this entire data and store it into JSON format. We can do whatever we want out here. Okay, find the word counts, whatever we want to do, we can do it here. Okay, so text blob helps in that, right? So Yeah, not, yeah, you can say that. Yeah, you can say that, Shubhi. You can say that. Why don't we just go and check it out, right? That's the best way. If I get, let's say, 200 tweets. So there is a list, and then yeah, we can write this. So 200 is the maximum allowed count, Shubhi. Shubhi, yeah, can do this. So by default, it's going to take, something less or whatever it is. So in your timeline, there is only 3,200. Yeah, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that. You can take anything out of, let me just show you. Um, just, try to set it in the element only. These, you can just, whatever it is. Okay. And let me, what do we have? Fine, probably. Let's see how it goes. Wherever we have, there we can actually put that out. So -1 means it does not have there, right? Because we are already printing this no. We are already printing this tweet.text. If we print the tweet.text later on, it will work. That's the point. If I'm writing like no print.text, no tweet.text, मत करो tweet.text. Okay. I just say, let me just remove this line itself. Yeah. Only in one of the tweets it's there. Okay. So you can find that and you can map it and you can do whatnot in this. Text blob is really good for NLP. Yeah. And it helps a lot. Okay. It helps a lot to find sentiment and subjectivity of your tweets. Okay. Now, guys, another thing. Let's see this tweet right now that we have. Decent batting by Dhoni, right? That was the last. So if I'm actually updating this now, okay, it will get updated for obviously. Okay. You might find something else now. All right. Anything you can actually use it and you can search, you know. So that's the thing. So guys, anyone has any doubt with anything on this? Was it understandable or was it difficult? So Ritesh, that's what we are doing out here, right? Sentiment is basically that positive and negative only, no? Uh, yeah, we can get all that information, Shubhi. So what if I write print dot? Let me just go print tweet dot. You have the author's name, the author's ID, okay, their favorite count, the tweet's favorite count, obviously. Okay, what are the replies which have been given to that? What is the language, the parse, metadata, retweets, retweet count? Yeah, so how can we reach? Okay, I'll show you that in what do you call it? I'll show you that with an example. We created app. Okay, works fine. No, how can we delete? Ritesh, we can't delete. We just have access to the tweet. हम वो tweet देख सकते हैं. After all, the tweet is owned by the person who is tweeting, right? We don't have any rights to access his tweets, no? Matlab, we don't have any rights to delete his tweets or do anything with that. Correct. That's not. Guys, could you just give me 1 second? I'll be back. Just 1 second. Yeah, sorry guys, sorry for the interruption. So any other doubts on this? Let's go and do one example on it. Some good example on it, right? Where you'll get, both the things, bad and good. So let's take 200 tweets. Let me just write 200 tweet 5. Just copy paste that code from there. You know. Yeah, Ritesh, most of the work that you'd be doing, honestly, very honestly, is going to be this. Frankly, it is going to be this. You probably would not like it, not like to hear that, and that is the entire truth about how the industry revolves around nowadays. And let's say that uh, what was it? What did we search for? It was some gist file, script downloads all user. You can download the files into CSV also, guys. That's also one thing that you can do. Yeah, that works really well. Okay. So, so this is actually for the screen name. You can use contents on this. You can see what Donald Trump has tweeted or what Modi ji has tweeted or what Rahul Gandhi has tweeted. Okay, whoever you guys like or support or do whatever from that. You can keep all those tweets, into some variable and you can, just start writing it out. Okay. So that's one thing that we can do. But let me just, for the sake of simplicity, let's just go ahead and touch some topic which has been a bit of a controversy, probably for Bhaskar, if I'm writing the spelling right. I do not know, but I guess this is the spelling. So, wow, there's no negative tweets. Okay, what happened? I don't know. Yeah, but they are probably like, promoting some sort of film or something. So, ye to bakwas hai. If you want to go for negative tweets, let's go to Rahul Gandhi. He's our go-to guy. Oh, spelling गलत था. Okay, fine, no problem. अभी गांधी जी का देखते हैं क्या क्या. So it seems Rahul Gandhi also had a good luck today. So you basically have these news tweets which are coming along right now. Uh, okay, let's say that we have something called terrible. For some reason, let me just go ahead and write terrible. Yeah. Yeah, Vijaya, can do that. Save the analyzed tweet into this thing, and you can go ahead and do it. So Guys, terrible was the word which we had to look for. So can you see this minus 1.0 by any chance? I answered that, right? We can get, yeah, you can search for hashtags also. Yeah, you can do that. Let's say hashtag terrible. In the whole perception of the tweet. Yeah. Want to do delete Facebook? Okay, let's do that. Delete Facebook. Go ahead and do it. Yeah. Any negative tweets? This one. So Cambridge Analytica shuts down, citing bad press, and Google Stapo delete Facebook. This is the link for the tweet. The polarity is minus 4.277, mane negative hai. Okay, and subjectivity is 0.4777. That means it is, it makes sense. Yeah, and similarly coming out to this tweet, and European bank investment, using sustainable development and whatnot. Guys, one of the major issues with Twitter and Twitter is that few people they do this for trend. If you guys have noticed, okay, and the problem with that is that what do you call it? Have you guys noticed these Babaji ke supporters, Asaram Babu ke supporters, and there is some Baba Mahavir Baba or something. I've seen Mahavir Baba's post on Chelsea. Hashtag Chelsea. He's written hashtag Chelsea and he's promoting his thing. Shubham hai, yeah. Okay. Shubham is Mahavir Baba. What are you trying to say? Oh my God. Okay. So whatever it is, that's his personal wish, so we can't say anything about it, right? But what I'm trying to say is that जो hashtags होते हैं, many people what they do is they abuse hashtag. If I'm going to Donald Trump तो biggest example. वो तो हर जगह है. चैंपियंस लीग में भी है वो, आईपीएल में भी उसका ट्वीट आएगा. ठीक है. So there is a huge IT cell who are influencing this entire concept, and if you are actually paying Twitter and taking their tweets out, मतलब you are actually solving a sales problem बैठ के. कल को someone is telling कि बाबा जी का सुबह 5 बजे का शो है आस्था चैनल पे. How is that relevant to what I'm doing? है ना? है कि नहीं? बाबा जी तो अपना बोलता रहेगा, मेरा सेल्स में प्रॉफिट थोड़ी ना आएगा बाबा जी के बोलने से. वो तो मुझे नेगेटिव दिखाएगा, करेक्ट. बाबा जी ने बोला दुनिया खराब है, नेगेटिव ट्वीट. Yeah. So if you search for Donald Trump, you might find the hashtags funny. Let's do that. Donald Trump. Let's put hashtag. Okay, what is trending on Twitter right now? Let's see what is trending on Twitter. KKR versus CSK. Okay. Hashtag KKR versus CSK. Fine. That is trending on Twitter right now. What do we have here? We have few retweets. Okay. I'm kind of surprised, guys. To be very honest, I'm really surprised right now. Okay. Because I was expecting some Baba tweet and I'm not able to get any Baba tweet. And it's very disappointing, to be honest, because I kind of enjoy Baba's tweets and all. Makes me laugh. It's kind of funny. Let me just go to latest tweets and see. Some person would have done this. Some person would have put something else, जहाँ पे it's not required. Okay, let's see. I think IPL is totally fine. Can't actually have. Yeah, देखो. Does this make sense? Does this make sense, guys? KKR versus CSK. Hashtag KKR versus CSK. देखना बंद कर दें क्योंकि यह चैनल फर्जी चैनल है जो हमारे भारत को तोड़ने के लिए आया है. Fine, but ठीक है. I understood what he's trying to say. But is it relevant to what I'm trying to do? नहीं ना. So this is one problem with Twitter that we have. Yeah. And let's see if we can copy paste and we can use this. Let's try that out also, because let's be kind of curious on this. I don't think it will work, to be honest, because अंग्रेजी में ही code होता है usually. I don't think copy pasting Hindi would work. Okay. Yeah, guys, we got two tweets. We got two tweets. Okay. Let's say that I want to print the author's name also. Okay. I want to print the author's name. Tweet dot author. Where's the author name here? Okay, I think this one user has only done this. Okay, guys, if you could notice out here, one guy's name is Umadas. Yeah, and one is retweet, correct. This one is retweet. The Umadas guy is a retweet. And Abhimanyu Singh Rathore is the main guy who has posted this. Okay. Whose location is Pali, Rajasthan. Okay. And his description is world famous book जिन्ने की राह please read. Okay. दुनिया के सुप्रसिद्ध पुस्तक हैश जीने का राह जरूर पढ़ें. ठीक है, we'll do that. कोई नहीं. और क्या है अपने पास? He has a display URL called जगत गुरु रामपाल जी. अरे आ गए, देखो रामपाल गुरु जी आ गए यहाँ पे. See, you have jagatgururampalji.org. That's his display. He has 2,998 followers, guys, and 5,003 friends. Okay, this is a listed count of one. So he created his account on Monday 17th, Monday August 2017 on 6/1 in the morning. Sorry, what is protected? Rhythm, let me be very honest with you. Nothing is protected on social media. The more you share, the more people get. This is one of the biggest examples. If you are thinking about Cambridge Analytica, how did it happen? This is how it happened. I can tell you in brief, I can tell you what happened. I can even explain it to you in simple words. And you guys will have a very different perception on it, to be very honest. And guys, it's a verified Twitter account. If I can see that also. Sorry. He created on this thing. His time zone is not enabled. He's not verified. Sorry, verified false. And he has 10,609 statuses. Mostly his language is English. No contributors is enabled. Translation is false. His profile background color is this. His profile background URL is this. Okay. His profile background image URL is this, guys. Is this. Okay. There's no title for his profile background. Okay. What else do we have? Profile image is this, profile link color is this, his sidebar is this. Yes, he has given access to the background usage. It's a default profile. Yeah. Follow request sent false because I haven't done that. Notification no false. Translator type no false. This is his ID. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, this is enough. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. वापस वही चीज आएगा कि मैं वर्ल्ड फेमस पुस्तक लिखता हूँ whatever he does, जो भी करता है. You can save it into a CSV file. Use it. See, that is the reason why Twitter only enables you to use 200 tweets. Get it? Yeah, you can do it for specific users also. You can do it for specific users. You can do it for. Okay, let me show you that. We had this thing, right? Yeah, we had this thing. So, let me just copy paste it. And one text out here. किसका देखना है? Yeah, वही तो कर रहे हैं. We are using it for specific users. Yeah, we are doing that one. Donald Trump is a specific user है. इसके 200 tweets आ जाएंगे अपने पास अभी. Let me just reiterate this and instead of public tweets write new underscore tweet so that थोड़ा easy रहेगा. Is there any problem with this? Let me see. Okay, to follow Donald Trump, you need to go here. Okay. I think we can only take from people who we follow. So, whom do I follow? One second. Protected account के लिए I don't think it will come. Oh, उसका नाम real Donald Trump है. Fine. तो ये भूल गया था मैं. Real लगाना तो भूल गया, वो तो असली है. Real Donald Trump, yeah. I think this should work. Let's see. Yeah, guys. Why did Donald Trump did not work? Because that's a protected user account. Let me see that. Donald @Donald Trump. Do we have anything? Let's see. There's no account like that. है ही नहीं कुछ. Yeah, ये रहा है लेकिन. Let's see. He has done. He's made only one tweet, Anna. So it doesn't work. But Trump sir has tweeted a lot, and you've got a lot of things out here. Probably in terms of subjectivity. If you see here, see, Mr. Cohen, an attorney, received a monthly retainer not from the campaign. Have nothing to do with the campaign. So, guys, Donald Trump's subjectivity level would be too low. Just imagine this: 0.0, literally 0.0, because they themselves know that he's stupid. Okay. So because now we know the author name, so let me just discard that also. I don't want the author name. Yeah. So what's next to cover? Okay. So now I want to ask this question to you guys, because are you guys comfortable with this approach in the class? Was I good? Did you guys understood anything? Okay. And did you guys enjoy this class or not? I mean, enjoy, I know nobody enjoys classes, but still. Understood? Was it good? Did you guys like the class? Do you guys think that okay, today I've learned something from this? Yeah. So now I am going to give you two paths, okay, on what to do with this. One, either we can use these tweets for this particular user like Donald Trump, okay, create a report, of what are all the words that he use the most, what are all the things that he do. Okay, we can do that if you want. Okay, that could be one business problem. I'll tell you that also. Just give me 1 second. Okay, or you can go ahead and probably try this sentiment analysis out, and we can actually access a little bit more of what we can do from this TweetPy library. Okay, like I can actually, I'll show you one thing, guys. API dot or status, I guess, was it? How to do it with a stored file. So, okay, you got this new underscore, where is it? New underscore tweets. Yeah, yes or no? So here some person has done it. पहले से ही some person has done it. CSV dot writer से he has written it. अपने को क्या करना? अपने को बस इसी चीज को डालना अंदर. You just open the CSV file and you write it. Guys, have you done file handling? File handling किया है? Have you guys done file handling? No, I mean you can save it again. You can save it. What is CSV file? CSV file is basically your TXT file with commas, right? Comma separated values. Yeah. So how does it matter whether I, save it in a TXT file or a CSV file? I can even read a TXT file and say that separate by a comma and save it into a data frame or anything. I think you guys wouldn't have studied about it. So I don't want to go so far on that. Yeah. I think somebody asked me, no, कि kitna tweets we can store it. Yeah. This guy has basically done this thing using extend, and he has stored it into a list. So due to which he's able to access more number of tweets, more than 200. You guys want to try this out? Yeah. So let's just go ahead and save Donald Trump K tweets because he's a good entertainment for us. So this is store. There's a list out here. All underscore tweets is a list. Okay. We have already used this thing. Okay. And let us just extend the tweets and all. Nothing actually, guys. You guys first let me just explain the code. Okay? Then we can do it. So what he has done here, guys, is that he has created one function. Okay. So inside that function, पहले वो authenticate and authorize किया and initialize कर दिया. Then what he did is he created a list. ठीक है. Now in this list, yeah, parsing a dict in a list. Not exactly parsing a dict. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fine. In one way, yeah, right. Okay. Then what he has done is that he has taken all these values, okay, screen name and count. Okay, he has extended it into new tweets. Maneki is just extending whatever the tweets come along. After that, he has saved the ID of the last tweet. Okay, and then what he has done is he has used a while loop. ठीक है, while loop पे क्या होता है कि जब तक अपने tweets का जो size है, ठीक है, that is not zero. ठीक है, we are going on and on about it. ठीक है, until there are no tweets left. ठीक है. Then what he's doing is again asking that user timeline, screen name and all. Okay, maximum oldest, and he's again extending the tweets. वापस while loop ने क्या किया, last ID पे set किया. Okay, and again it's going back. ठीक है. So the oldest tweet will be the tweet which is coming from this thing. the maximum ID that is. Yeah, because tweet ka ID hota hai, right? All the tweets have an ID, correct? That is how it is actually stored. Okay. So from that, he has saved everything into a list, guys. Okay. From the list, you can actually take out the things that is important for you. So what is important for them? So ID in string created at text encode, and okay, what is encode? I will tell you what is encode. Don't worry about it. Okay. And he has just used these out tweets and he has saved all the tweets se jo bhi important hai. And then he used this CSV. Then he actually saved it into a CSV basically. That's what we can say, right? And he's just outwriting it. That's it. So basically, in one way, we are actually using a while loop, and instead of calling, okay, the Twitter API restricts you from calling the function once. Okay, na? Once, if you're calling, you will get only 200 tweets. Okay, okay, guys. But then, if you guys remember, we can again run this. Yeah, the last was today is my great honor, blah blah blah. I can again run this. I hope he tweeted something else on this. He wouldn't have tweeted. He has tweeted. So there are a lot of things that you can do from this. Yeah, we will get this. No, not necessarily that we will get the same tweet again and again and again. Not necessary on that. You might get the updated tweets. Remember how we did did for CSK versus KKR? Hashtag CSK KKR. What happened? Pehli bari mein we were getting about Dhoni ka knock. Now if I do the same thing, okay, I will get something else. Let's see that if someone else retweeted this thing. Okay. So if you guys are actually very much interested on it, so next class what we can do is we can actually start off with saving our tweets and accessing it. I can say that. He hasn't done that. Hashtag क्या versus CSK है ना? यही था अपना. Run करो इसको. Now what are we having? Sir Ishan Sharma, I was alive and best fielder and legendary. ये दो catches drop किए हैं. It seems. Yeah. So particular objective. Okay, fine. So the objective that was given to me today was to tell you guys about Twitter and how to access the libraries and how to access the tweets and what we can do with the tweets. Okay. So what we can do in the next class is that we are going to save all these tweets, right? And we are going to access these tweets within our Python function. Okay. So basically, like instead of going, instead of again searching it through and doing something, what we'll do is we'll just save it and we'll use that. Okay. So the objective of this particular project would be to save the tweet and to access the tweet and to do an analysis on the tweet, basically sentiments and all. Okay. And that would be really helpful for you guys. Yeah. But if you guys would notice that, in 10 lines of code, we've done something that, we use machine learning and all what nonsense we use all sorts of nonsense. Yeah. So one person has retweeted this thing 4 times. I was alive and the best fielder and I feel terribly bad for this thing. If you again see terribly bad, minus 0.50. Yeah. So this is like sentiment and all. Any other question or doubts, guys? I possibly think that this guy is watching the match on Hotstar or something. अभी वो MSV के last ball पे. So yeah, Raj, this is Jupyter Notebook format. This is Jupyter Notebook format. Okay, let me show you one thing. Okay. Uh, mm, just give me 1 second. Just 1 second. Just a second, guys. Tomorrow's class or day after tomorrow, right? Now the next class is day after tomorrow, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Is that new underscore please? Okay, tomorrow. Fine. Whenever the class is, I don't have any problems with that. Let's see how it works. Okay. Fine. So before I do anything, guys, do you guys have experience with GitHub? I hope you guys are submitting all your assignments on GitHub. Yeah. So Raj, have you used your GitHub and you know copy pasted or uploaded your .ipynb file, Jupyter Notebook file on GitHub? Have you done that? Yeah. Okay. Nice. So I'll just show you that it's not different than your GitHub. Okay. Let me just empty it out. Fine. So I'm just writing this as underscore class. Okay. So let's just initialize with the readme. Create the repository out here. I'll just show you how easy it is, right? Go here, you go to file. I say save a copy in GitHub. Okay. Twitter underscore class, master branch, and let me say that tweets extraction dot ipynb. Yep. Create using collaborator. Yep. Okay. Done. So Raj, if you've uploaded the file, if you've used GitHub to upload ipynb file, you might know that this is how the file is. This is how the file would be, right? Yeah, Simran, I told you that in the beginning itself that I don't want to share my token values because it is private to me. It is my account. I can't give my access to them. Yeah, notebook extension. ipynb is interactive Python notebook. So yeah, Simran, coming back to your question, I don't want to give away my access. I don't want to give my account, right? Yeah. So you've got all the tweets out here. All that is here. Yeah. So you guys can also access if you want. And the best part is I tap this, it goes here, and you guys would have noticed that this also was printed, right? Wasn't this printed? ये भी print हुआ था, correct? Now I say print no Twitter token for you. Run anyway, that's all. Let's empty user. Not a problem. Now I go here, file. I say save a copy in GitHub. What was the name of the file, guys? If you guys remember, Twitter extraction or something, right? Twitter extraction or something. Because I right. Let me just go and check for a second. Let me just see my repository, my class, Twitter extraction. Yeah. Okay. Second commit. This is the same file. Yeah, works fine. See if I can see the history. So the point is that this is very easy to do. Okay. Super easy to follow up, super easy to update, and you can just keep it for the time being, right? Collaboratory, it actually helps you with you know pretty much helps you with everything, guys, for the higher computation and the lower computation things. Okay, you can use this thing if you want. Okay, so that was that. Okay, so if you have any doubt, guys, you can ping me, or else we can just close the session for the day. Yeah. And by the way, you can download it as .py file also if you want. I just I just did it. I can show you guys if I want to. Just, can do that. That's the point. It would be in my downloads. Let me open this out. Yeah. I hope you guys can see the screen now. Now it's in .py file. Money Twitter file pe ho gaya. You have all this. Works fine for you. Yeah. Okay. Fine, guys. I think that's it for the day. Okay. Next class, we will save all these tweets into our CSV file or whatever is very convenient. Okay. And after that, we can actually do some text-based analytics on it. Okay. And now for the question that was asked previously to me, that what would you do with, how can you solve a business problem with it? Just 1 second. Again, just 1 second. Just be with me. Okay. Because before I forget that. Just 1 second. Let's assume that you are running an IPL team. Okay, कल bidding है, not IPL. Let's say that you are running a county team. Okay, and in that county team, what you are doing is that running a county team, and you want to buy Jadeja. Will you buy Jadeja after you come to know that he has dropped 2 catches in 2 consecutive balls? Though you see that person, but you need to know, right, what are people's opinion about it. Yeah. Yes or no, guys? Yeah. So these are small things that you can actually use in order to understand what can possibly be done with these tweets, right? So that was my point. So I'm going to close the session now. Okay. So it was nice having you guys all around. We'll meet in the next class then. Okay. Okay, guys. Bye. Take care. Yeah. Welcome. Bye.